Finally, as I have said before, I will ask Congress to pass legislation ensuring that drug smugglers and human traffickers receive the death penalty.
As far as I know, the overdoses have tripled now. So without a clean, safe supply, it's just going to get worse.
It was illegal to do so, but he knew he could be arrested, and he was arrested just less than 24 hours after he opened the shop.
Man, we might learn how to hit their ass a little bit better, but we're going to be fighting demons, man. And you better be backed by a power that helps you fight the demon. We don't never conquer this thing, man. There's a war going on outside nobody's safe from. It can be your mom or your little son. Right here, live and direct. It's Raised from the Dead. Come on, man. We're not your regular recovery and addiction podcast, man. We're going to bring you the real news. You know why? Because it's for us, by us. Let's go. What you're looking at right now, man, is the effects of a lot of different things. You know, sometimes you got to be careful with this stuff. It could be like a hit piece, you know what I'm saying? Because the truth of the matter is there's a lot of unhoused people out here, mental illness, you know what I'm saying? Capitalism, white supremacy. There's a lot of things going on that are keeping people really from having home and access to health care. Okay. First and foremost, let's just be real. But when you see a lot of people in them trances and they're nodding, a lot of that, man, is this new drug called trank. You know what I'm saying? You got the blues, as they call it. You got the opioids out there, all different forms of, there's heroin. From what I'm hearing, man, there ain't even no more heroin on the streets. It's just these synthetic drugs now. And if you're like me, anywhere you go, man, look, I live up north, the Pacific Northwest, to be Pacific, okay? Anywhere you go, I was in Hawaii, man. In Hawaii. First time I went to Hawaii, man. And people were living in tents and doing the trank dance. You know what I'm saying? This is real. It's an epidemic. It's real. It's to be looked at, observed. And more importantly, we need to be helping folks, man. If you got some clothes right now, if you got some money to donate, hey, don't donate it to me. Go out there and find an organization that you feel good about and donate. Help out with clothes, food, whatever it is, man. And let's get back into it, man. So sad. Looks like a scene from a movie. Prayers for them all. Shout out to Maria. Yeah, man. Prayers for everybody, man, out there, man, involved in this epidemic right now, man. You know, a lot of people point fingers, man, and you know, at the end of the day, you don't know who these people are, how they started off. One thing I do know about the disease of addiction is everybody's not the same. The way that drugs hit your body, you know what I'm saying, and make you react to it, man, you know what I'm saying, is different. You know, mental health issues are real. You know what I'm saying? And right now, there's a lot of different wars going on, a lot of different wars, you know what I'm saying? But there's a war right here in our front streets, in our homes, you know what I'm saying, with our community right here, right now. And somebody who lives with the disease of addiction in recovery, man, I know how hard it is, man, you know what I'm saying, to stay clean, but we must stay clean. We must stay clean, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know that the overdoses have tripled now. So without a clean, safe supply, it's just going to get worse.
It was illegal to do so, but he knew he could be arrested, and he was arrested just less than 24 hours after he opened the shop. But
R.I.P. to that man. Rest in power, man, Jerry Martin, man. I remember first hearing about Jerry when he went to open up this store. I was looking for different things, man, to find to, you know, kind of give my opinion on. One of them was, you know, should drugs be legalized? Should we be able to sell them, you know, knowing that there is a lot of dirty drugs coming into the community? And I wanted to hear, you know, different voices from that and, you know, and kind of add some voice. This was happening in Vancouver, right? And so this man, you know, went ahead, man, and put himself on the front lines, opened up a store. You see the store, the drug store, you know, cocaine, crack, $50, you know, 200, you know, 50. But the whole point, what he was trying to do was make sure that people can get safe drugs, you know. And unfortunately, man, he OD'd off fentanyl.
he told us one of his goals, if he was arrested, was to launch a constitutional challenge arguing for a legal, safe supply of drugs in Canada. So we're standing at Main and Cordova right now, where Jerry had his store. How does it feel being here right now?
I think that I haven't had time to process what has actually happened.
So that's Krista Thomas. That's Jerry Martin's partner. You know what I'm saying? Left in the aftermath. You know what I'm saying? This man put himself on the front lines. And, like a lot of us addicts do, our families left to with the wreckage of what happens. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
As of yet. So surreal is kind of the only thing that I can think to say.
Martin was found unresponsive in a vehicle last Tuesday. He was taken to hospital and put into a medically induced coma. Days passed, CT scans showed he had significant brain damage, believed to be caused by a drug overdose. He'd only have primitive functions such as swallowing and coughing. His partner and mother made the difficult decision to end his suffering and pull him off life support.
Real fast, man. Look, this is controversial on a lot of different scales, right? One, you know what I'm saying, should we be allowed to buy clean and safe drugs knowing that there's going to be drugs, right? We just know there's going to be drugs. Those of us who live with the disease of addiction, right? Is it easier when we live in a place where we can go and access clean needles, the right type of drugs that we're going to take that are at least as clean as possible, right? Weed is legal. People are able to go into dispensaries. However, I gotta be real here and just say this on the human level. Boom, boom, boom. Not on this whole activism and things. I'm just gonna say this. Boom. It's like, here we go again. We gonna ride so hard, man, for this stuff, man. We gonna put our lives on the line, And I feel bad for his family because I feel like I'm Jerry. You know what I'm saying? I need to get a shirt. We need to get a shirt, chat. Anybody out there, man, that want to make the I'm Jerry shirts, let's get that going. I'm Jerry. You know what I'm saying? I'm Jerry. I will go ahead, man, and because I think, I need to push this issue and we need to have clean drugs and I'm going to open up the storefront and I'm going to do all that, which is honorable. The truth of the matter is, and this man had like 15 years clean before. I know a little bit about his story. But you're an addict, bro. And when you put yourself back in them kind of situations, no matter what you think, man, we are not cured from this thing, man. I don't even know if, setting up, a store and then running it on the back end, like having employees, because that would have been a little bit more smarter, right? That would have been more smarter, bro. But even still, the way that the addict brain works. Let me go up here and it's just my store. Let me go ahead and have one. See, we're going to talk about it, man. Come on, man. We're going to talk about it the only way. We're raised from the dead, man. Yeah, man, we ain't here talking about mocktails drinks, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about the bubbly water. We keep banging you guys over the head with that right now. Till one of them cats sponsor me, then we'll be talking about it all day. I'm be wearing bubbly water t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? But matter of fact, I need a part of the deal from bubbly water. Anyway, back to the seriousness of this, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this man lost his life. You know what I'm saying? And it's real. It's real. When we use, man, we can die, bro. And of course, there's underlying issues that, there's reasons why we use, why we want to feel connected. We don't want to feel, the way that we feel, you know what I'm saying? And our brains are wired differently. We have a different kind of chemistry that's wired. We can't just have one. We can't just have one burger. We can't just have sometimes one partner. You know what I'm saying? Romantically. Sometimes we want everything. We want the world because the way that we are conditioned, we're chasing that dopamine hit, but it's not even us. It's our brains, which is a part of us, but it's just wired like that, right? It's scientifical. Back to my man, Jerry, though.
So let's go back a little bit and talk about Jerry and who he was.
He lived a million lifetimes in this lifetime, having been on the streets himself for several years, conquered addiction for 15 years. He'd been on both sides.
Let me stop this real quick, mama. Okay? We don't conquer addiction, baby. We don't conquer addiction. Okay? Forgive me. You know what I'm saying? Let me just keep it real. And this thing is out here like a beast, ready to rob, steal, and kill. Shout out to all my demon fighters. Anybody can be a demon fighter. If you identify you got some demons, you're a demon fighter. Yeah. We start shit raised from the dead. Demon fighters. T-shirts available soon. But the point is, are demon fighters, bro. No, we're going to be fighting demons, man. We might learn how to hit their ass a little bit better, but we're going to be fighting demons, man. And you better be backed by a power that helps you fight the demon. We don't never conquer this thing, man. We're going to go to the grave with this thing, man. And as soon as I forget that, I'm in real big trouble. And I just want to say this too. Now I'm kind of on a little rant here, but I got to say it, man. We can convince our family members, man. The disease is so cunning, man. Because we convince ourselves. We convince ourselves, man. You know, we convince ourselves, man. Next thing you know, we done told wifey, man, listen, man, I'm opening the store. And no, man, somebody got to do it. We got to, man. And we become revolutionaries. And where does that get us? You know, we're man. No, I don't know about this one. And okay, some of y'all are more educated. Some of y'all understand. You got different views and opinions, man. Tell me I'm wrong. Comment down below. But don't call me crazy because I got a different opinion.
Sides of it, and he could truly relate and connect to people on either end, and that's essentially why he wanted to do this project, was, you know, to bridge the understanding that addiction happens, and it's ironic and it's tragic that he is one of his own statistics today.
How was he a few days before his death? I was looking on Facebook on his profile, and he had posts about how he had no place to stay and he had lost his drug vault.
Following the first arrest, you know, he was stopped by police again. They seized the second vehicle, and the financial turmoil that kind of came with the first arrest followed by the subsequent ones, it snowballed. For the amount of times that man has been knocked down in this lifetime, he always got back up. And
yeah, we are. I hate the word resilient, but we are some resilient, smart, man. I ain't gonna tell you my IQ level, y'all. If you knew my IQ level, I'm just telling you. I want you to know. But we are some smart people, man. Very gifted, genius, even I may say. But you can't outsmart the disease. If you're trying to intellectually outsmart this thing, good luck. I ain't figured out a way yet.
I think I just thought he'd get back up.
And for you fools out there right now, and I'm talking to myself too, look at this woman. This is his wife, okay? How many times we gonna keep putting our families in this situation, man? Come on, man. How many times we gonna keep putting our families in this situation, man? That's his wife, man. He wanted to be a revolutionary drug dealer, man. Hey, you know, and it almost made sense. He had got some traction going. It almost made sense. But to me, it don't make no sense because if we end up in jails, institutions, and death. I'm telling you, fool, don't go out there and get loaded today, please. Your wife loves you, your kids love you, even if they're mad at you, and even if just love yourself, man. Just love yourself. I'm talking to me too. I ain't separate from this convo.
We know that he wouldn't be carrying a supply that could ever be tainted or cross-contaminate with other supplies, but the fentanyl was found in his system, and so it begs the question whether he had his own supply that day or made an impulsive decision.
Martin's partner will now lead the fight to launch a constitution.
Now, I will say this though. I gotta be real. Maybe it's the conspiracy theorist in me or whatever. You know, for a man who was watching the kind of drugs that he puts into his body, which is weird. I mean, not weird. Excuse me, it's not weird. People are doing that. I'm just saying it's weird for me, for this addict, because when I use, I ain't worried about none of that. I ain't trying to get no fentanyl testers and script. I'm not doing that. I'm not, because I'm just gone. I'm off and running. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real. Let me just use me for an example. But if that's what he was doing and they found it could, you know, I don't know. You're playing with politics too. You're playing with politics too. And you know, the things that are funded by this underground economy, man, you're playing with political things. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why things just ain't legal when they're not legal yet. That's the underlay for the overlay. You might not understand what I'm saying. But speaking of politics, man, we about to get into some political things too. Hold on, just stay tuned.
Challenge.
It is a big undertaking that has a large price tag associated with it. There is enough people that would love to continue this in his name.
I got
I hope they ain't addicts. I just hope they ain't addicts. And if they are, I just hope that they, at least for, I don't know, man. I don't know what the plan is for you going back and trying to sell dope. And am I laughing, man? Whatever, man. This is a podcast. Hey, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, by the way, so we can keep this pushing, man. Addicts, man, we don't belong in dispensaries, man. I don't even think we belong trying to, this is me. Maybe I'm tripping. I don't think we belong back in there. Like, if we could sell crack and sell heroin and, and we can make it, I don't think we belong in them places, man. I don't know. Maybe we could be advocates for it with a voice. That's the safest place, probably, so that we can talk about it if they're going to do it. And this is what we think. But hand to hand selling and being in the retail spaces. Oh, no, player. No.
got a statement from the Minister of
I don't even know why you would want to make any money off of it, knowing the pain and wreckage it caused. I don't know.
Mental Health and Addictions, and she sends her condolences to Jerry's loved ones. And she says the toxic drug crisis demands that we use all of the tools in our toolbox, and that includes safe supply.
Yeah, man, safe supply is real, Yeah, man. R.I.P. Jerry, man. I am Jerry, man. Hands up, man. Shout out to my demon fighters, man. We fighting demons, man, on a daily, man. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, man, the voice of the demon sounds just like our own voice. Be careful. Be careful. Next up.
In addition to restoring strong border security, I will deploy all necessary military assets, including the U.S. Navy, to impose the full naval embargo on the cartels. I will order the Department of Defense to make appropriate use of special forces, cyber warfare, and other overt and covert actions to inflict maximum damage on cartel leadership, infrastructure, and operations.
Real fast. Now, listen, man, don't give me one of them tropes. Why do all you black men support Trump? No, I don't support Trump. I ain't a Trump supporter. No, I didn't vote for Trump. But this is why people are going to be voting and continue to support Trump. Did you see the people on the floor in the videos with the trank that you're seeing? Are you hearing all this stuff around the drugs, right? You go downtown in any part of your major city, or you're dealing with a loved one or whatever. This is part of the reason, not the only reason. There's way other reasons. But they're looking for quote unquote strong leadership. Man, we tired of defund this and defund that, and we gave this fool. This fool right here, man, he is crazy. He's going to go straight in and be talking about, man, lock him up, send him back. He don't care. Man, we're going to chop their heads off, and all kind of stuff, man. All kind of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And we just need better resources, man. We need resources allocated back to mental health programs, drug rehabilitation, things of this nature. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we understand that there's cartels and all that.
I will designate the major cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. We will sever their access to global financial systems. Well, we have to help Mexico, and we have to stymie the cartels. Either we will get the full cooperation of other governments to stop this menace, or we will expose every bribe, every kickback, every payoff, and every bit of corruption that is allowing the cartels to preserve their brutal reign. Finally, as I have said before, I will ask Congress to pass legislation ensuring that drug smugglers and human traffickers receive the death penalty. When I'm back in the White House, the drug kingpins and vicious traffickers will never sleep soundly again. We have to take over. We have to be tough. We have to be smart. We have to be fair. But if we don't do something immediately, our country is gone.
So real quick, drug smugglers, and we talking about both domestic and foreign, right? Okay, these are people who are coming. A lot of times they don't got no money, they don't got no way. This is the in their minds, their best thinking, right? The top of the cartel and all this and all that, that's totally different than your everyday person, man, thinking they're gonna get rich off of $10,000 or $5,000, which we know is insane. But because of poverty, creates insane and crazy situations that people will put themselves through. And now we're talking about giving people the death penalty. No, man, no, that's a no-go. The death penalty. And then he's putting back stop and frisk. Ooh, we getting set back. I'm trying to be unbiased to see how do people fall for this, you know? But when we have the tent cities, you know, the young people out here on Trank, when we see that what appears to be not really strong leadership, right? You can use these voice quotes, right? And set these policies that are going to send us back 400 years, man. I'm not a politician, man. You guys are probably way more informed than I am on a lot of issues. And I hope we can build a community here, man, that can talk about different political things, you know what I'm saying, in a way where it uplifts folks and it brings true change. What we're trying to do with Raised from the Dead, man, is really bring awareness, man, to the issues that are going on, in particular in the community of those who are impacted with the disease of addiction and those living in recovery. Because at the end of the day, man, we all struggle with some kind of vice, man. So, you know, watching this is probably easy because we all have a loved one or our own personal story, man, that we carry, you know what I'm saying, with addiction, you know what I'm saying, to something. It could be an addiction to my daughter's addicted to the tablet. Okay. You know, we addicted to food, you know, we addicted to a lot of different things. And on the other side of addiction is freedom. And I want us all to get free, man. So we're going to be we're going to be covering a wide range of topics here on Raised from the Dead. You know, even though you see some political things, man, I'm not going to get into my personal politics, but I will definitely, you know what I'm saying, shine some light on some things that will be affecting our communities for sure. I love y'all. Much love and respect. Hey, man, you've been raised from the dead. Take advantage of today. Live your best life, man, and go out there and help somebody if you can. Much love. Peace, peace.